guys, this is Jolly Elgin Gamer Christopher here today, and today I wanted to discuss my 1 week with the PlayStation 5. How has it been? How has my experience been? I got it on release day, November 12th, but I got it late, so I actually started trying around, hooking it up. I hooked it up around like almost midnight, so it was like the next day, so it's been a week with the PlayStation 5, and here are my thoughts about this console, my week with the PlayStation 5 so far. And before we go on to the video, please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I upload new content here to this channel. And please hit that like button, it helps out a ton. So let's get started now, my 1 week here with the PlayStation 5. So again, I got it on release day. Removing it from the box here, it was fine. I mean, you could just see like there's like a little tear here. Like taking it out of the box, it was kind of a pain. You need someone to actually hold the other side, because this thing was this packaging was that ripped over here, but the other side is fine. But it's just kind of weird. And also the first PS5 I've ever seen, or first PlayStation box I've ever seen with a holographic sticker. And I comment on our video, is it to prevent tampering, or is it just like a seal of approval, or the genuine product? I do not know. I'm assuming it's a combination of all three. So we got this. I got it from FedEx. It came in late in the day. This thing is a humongous box. I think this is the largest box of any PlayStation console, even larger than the PlayStation 3 box. So when I first saw this, you know, I was like, wow, 8K. Well, that's for just for feature movies and also streaming, but I don't know, this is gonna be really hard for streaming. 8K, 4K 120 for gaming, HDR. And yeah, I got the disc version, and as you can see, here's the humongous beauty. And setting up the stand, you know, it came, you had to like set up yourself, because when you first got it, there's a hole, you have to, you know, set it up, find the secret compartment, make it stand vertically. I prefer it to stand vertically like this because of safe space. When I get more time to maybe remove consoles, I would probably stand it horizontally. The problem is my kids still jump up here, and if I had placed it horizontally, I just feel like, because you can move this TV. Oh, I'm planning to get a new TV, by the way, because this is only 1080p. I'm still trying to shop around for, you know, a 4K 120. And I heard the LG NanoCell 85 one is a good one. I would just get the 49-inch. I saw it from Austin Evans' video. But yeah, you need to, another thing with this weekly, I've been only playing with 1080p, but I did have an older 4K TV, and I tried it with 60 frames per second, and I tried it with Spider-Man. It's a very nice experience, but it's probably even better when it's 4K 120 frames per second, I'm sorry, 120 hertz, or 120 frames per second. But back to the console itself, this console really had like some minor issues. I had made a video about this not responding when I was playing Miles Morales yesterday, and I just took like a 30-minute break. I didn't see any settings in here on the DualSense where it turns off after 10 minutes. Maybe I'm missing that. Maybe I have to go in there. But am I correct? Like, is there a setting for the controller to make it like turn off after 10 minutes? Please let me know, just like back in the PS4 and PS3 days. The one thing with this, the console itself, of course, a coil whine, but it's not a big deal. I don't hear it. I don't even hear it right now. Like, I had the Miles Morales, but it's not playing. But it only starts up when you're actually playing a game. When it's first loading or just standing like this, probably when you're playing. I don't have any Ultra HD movies, so I can't comment on it. But playing a Blu-ray, you know, it's probably just a sound of the disc spinning, and you don't really hear the coil whine. So, let's see. Only encountered one error during this whole week of testing. Or, well, a whole week I've had the console. I've No, well, it takes about maybe, I did another video, it takes like 19, 20 minutes to install Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it's a 50 gig game. Someone told me in the comments that they installed Demon Souls and it took 24 minutes. So, yeah, I guess it depends, of course, on the file size. But yes, it loads fast SSD, but with the updates and installing it from the disk, it still takes some time. It's not like instantaneous. Of course, it won't be. Not like a digital game. But yeah, that was installing from disk. I think the stand is nice. It keeps it in place. I mean, I was just amazed at how big this thing was when I first saw it. I'm like, wow, this thing really is huge. And I compared it, if you saw my other video, with all my other PlayStation consoles. This thing compared to the PS3, it's hilarious. And you thought the PS3 was fat. The PS3 fat was big. And then, like, the PSX, the PS2 DVR, which is only released in Japan, it's smaller than this thing. But surprisingly, this is light. Then it makes it look big and bulky, but it is not, doesn't weigh like a lot, as much as the PS3 Fat, actually. This doesn't feel as heavy as the PS3 Fat. And I like the illumination. Like, it just reminds me of the same illumination I had on the PS4. I'm still on the fence about the black glossy. They've had the glossy thing since 2006 with the PS3 Fat. So it continues on with the PS5 with this black glossy down here. So we've had that already for 3 generations of PlayStation. PS3, PS4, and, well, PS4 launch, and PS5. So they brought it back. My impressions of this DualSense. This thing is like the best controller. It has a lot of, it reminds me a lot because it has the HD, haptic feedback. I was going to say HD Rumble. That's a Nintendo feature. Same thing. But playing Astro's Playroom, this thing is an amazing controller. The cool thing is, of course, when you feel the rain droplets, when you are zipping up your suit, or when you're jumping, like when you change floors, you can feel the difference with this controller. When you're walking on some metal plated on Astro's Playroom, and then when you walk on dirt, you can tell the difference right away. The grip, the feel of this controller, it's not cheap. I just put these grips already so that it won't prematurely, the rubber won't prematurely wear quickly. So I just wanted to preserve that. The microphone, if you saw my video or heard my video of Astro's Playroom, the sound, you can tell it's a microphone sound. It's not like this where it's more clear, but it does a job. I don't have a headset, and I just spoke into the controller while showing the tour of Astro's Playroom. It was adequate, and I like the fact that the mute is right here. Just the evolution of the PlayStation 4 DualShock. I really liked, again, when you press this, put some weight onto it, like the R2, L2, R2. And just the feel of the back buttons here, it feels like a sandpaper. Just feels better. I like it a lot more. It has a lot more, it's heavier than a DualShock 4. It just feels more precise. It has more, since it has the haptic feedback, it feels more a substantial controller than all the other DualShocks. DualShock 3 or 2 or 1. It just doesn't hold a candle to this DualSense. It's really a great controller by PlayStation. They upped the ante, And also the buttons are reminiscent. The clear, see-through, had the same thing like on the Vita. PS Vita has a see-through buttons as well. So, again, you can see the see-through dirt here. I gotta clean that off. Oops. So, and charging it with the USB, pretty fast, just like Nintendo Switch. I just gotta get a docking station. Now, setting this up with PSVR was a lot of wires, if you saw my other video, and I thought that, good thing they give you the adapter for free, but it really is disappointing that you can't use the PS5 camera. The only thing of the PS5 camera is doing is that it's like a webcam. It's basically a webcam. When you wanted to show your face when you're doing gameplay or streaming from to Twitch or YouTube with this thing. That's all its purposes. It's not like the PS4 camera where it does multiple things. It records it's a microphone. For PSVR with the Playroom. You know, it did a lot more things than the PS5 camera. So I'm disappointed with the PS5 camera. Maybe they'll use it if there's going to be PSVR 2. They'll utilize that feature, you know. Let me see what else this week I've had with. There's been 2 updates. There's the first update when you first turn on your console. I had an update. You have to hook it up. You know, the setup. There was an update for that, and there was an update for this controller as well, the DualSense. So, it's stuck here with the cord. But there was also an update with this controller. And the only issue again with the controller was not working after 30 minutes when I just left it on pause, and I tried to unpause it, and X and O wasn't working. That was yesterday. And the only error I got was when the game got slowed down when I was trying to close Miles Morales. It slowed down and I got that notice, the error notice. So that was my only issue with the PS5 at this time. PSVR works great. Again, Shadow Complex Remastered, and that 10 game 10 list, it's really true. So I tried the Shadow Complex Remastered, doesn't work. I got that message, this disc isn't compatible with the PS5. Tried a PS3 disc, doesn't work. PS2 disc, doesn't work. PS1 disc, this just has no CD laser. This has no CD laser, so it won't recognize the disc anyway. So you can't even put a music CD in this thing. So I can play, again, I haven't tried a Blu-ray, but I know it plays Blu-ray movies. Ultra HD Blu-ray movies, which I don't have an Ultra HD Blu-ray. Maybe I should grab some during Black Friday. Maybe it might be cheap. But overall, this console I've had for a week. It's quiet aside from like I just wanted to see if that coil whine was true. It is true, but it's not a big deal. The controller is really good. It has a lot of new features, and I like the UI of this thing. You know, let's put it on. Oops. Okay, let's put the, yeah, I like the UI. Let me put this down. I like the UI. Very clean. Cleaner than on the PS4. Of course, this is still new, of course, so the PlayStation Store is lacking. Like, the PlayStation Store is lacking, you know, some, like, there's only 2 free-to-play games on here, and it's Fortnite, and that's it, actually. Fortnite and Astro's Playroom. That's really about it. So, yeah, I thought this, there it is, you see Fortnite there. And of course, when you first set up the console, they have, you know, the subscription services, Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, you know. So I'm very impressed by the SSD, how fast it is. Astro's Playroom was a blast to play. I like the thing when you, like for instance here, when you got a trophy, it gets I like the new interface where it shows the trophy and exact what trophy it is with the picture of the trophy and PlayStation logo. That looks nice. And then the moment where you get the trophy, they show as well, which is nice as well. I feel it's more cleaned up and it's faster versus the PS4 way to share or use the option screen. So I thought that was really nice. And also Share Factory, which I should probably download. I've seen it's much better. You have an option to download it. I haven't done it yet though. I'm trying to save space because if I'm gonna play more PS4 games, I'd like to do that. So yeah, the one thing this doesn't have again is communities. So there's no communities. You can't really follow the progress of your friends or like their activities as much. I don't see that. Unlike the PS4. The disappointing thing was with PS5, when you get trophies in game, you don't see it when you go back to your PS4. You don't see PS5 trophy lists on the PS4, which is odd because when I go back to the PS3, I can see my PS4 trophies I earned, but I can't see the PS5 trophies I earned in a PS4 trophy list, which makes no sense. I don't know if they'll be fixed. I was syncing the trophy too, you know, so it was odd. I did a video on that. So, oops. So, well, there's a DualSense. It is sturdy, but I have a carpet here. So, let's see, anything else I encountered? Really nothing. I mean, the UI is nice and new and fresh. And overall, I've been satisfied with the PS5 with the minor glitches. You know, it's not a big deal with the freezing, but it was only Miles Morales about one time, and I was able to restart the game fine. The weird thing is when you have the error report, it asks you like, this thing could contain confidential information. I'm like, geez, should I really submit it or not? But I did anyway. And let's see, I think that's about it. You know, my 1 week with the PS5. It's been great times. Of course, I need to get a better TV to experience the 4K 120. I tried the 4K again on my other TV, which is 4K up in another room, and it looks really nice. I'm just doing it here because this is the main game room area. The 4K is my wife and my kids watch TV on that, so I don't really want to distract their time. So we just find a good TV that says 4K 120 hertz. I wouldn't invest in a 4K 60 hertz because it's going to be outdated, you know, and you wasted your money. That's my opinion. But anyhow, I just wanted to show or explain my 1 week here with the PS5, my pros and cons of the system. And I look forward to enjoying the PS5, you know, more. Probably a lot of people are watching, or people watching this, the con is like trying to find one, which follow Wario64. He's knows his stuff over there on Twitter. Anyway, thanks again for watching my content here, and until next video. And PS5 is I think it's a good machine, as a good start, as a good launch game. It's just that they got to work on the PlayStation Store here, and you know, fix a few more firmware updates to get the bugs taken out. But it's not a terrible launch lineup. It was at least there was games to play, and that's about it. Thanks again. You guys take care, and until next video. And please comment below about if you're 1 week at the PS5, how has it been? Anyway, thanks again. You take care.